Hello, 7th grade, and our new little 701er, Peyton. Problem of the day number 40. I'm at engagement training with Miss Kaiser at the board, and I do miss you all. Let's go ahead. We've got 4 of these to do on one-step inequalities, and then you have some practice to work on. Number 1 says, the school record for the most points scored in a football season is 85. Lawrence has 44 points so far this season. How many more points does he need to break the record? So I know he has to have 85 to break the record, and it does not say tie. So I know that he needs to be greater than 85. Now he already has 44 points. So x plus 44. So what this represents, x, the amount of points he still needs, added to what he already has to be greater than 85. Not an equal to, because it didn't say tie the record, it said break it. To solve it, I'm going to subtract 44. That's my inverse. X is going to be greater than 85 minus 44 is how much, Jodils? 41. Good. So he must score at least 42 points to break the record. 41 to tie, 42 to break it. If you graphed it, my 41's going to go in the middle. I'm going to have 2 numbers on each side. My number goes around the line. My variable's first. So I shade the way my inequality sign is pointing. He can have 42. He can have 43. 41 is not colored in, so 41 is not a solution. Let's look at number 2. The maximum weight limit for a fully loaded truck is 16,000 pounds. The truck you are loading currently weighs 12,500 pounds. How much more weight can be added to not exceed the weight limit? Now, if we're not exceeding, what you need to ask yourself is, can it be exactly that much? And it can. So I know something has to be less than or equal to 16,000. Can't be more, but it can be that much. I have so much, let's call it y, plus 12,500. So how much more weight can be added? I'm going to subtract. And when I subtract those, what do I get? Madison Wakeland. $3,500. Very good. So what I'm going to add cannot exceed 16,000 pounds, so I can add less than or equal to 3,500. Now when you do your line graph for 3,500, it obviously needs to go in the middle. You could do your interval in tens, you could do it by ones. I probably would not do it by hundreds. Hundreds is quite a bit. 3,501, 3,502, 3,499, 3,498. I have a closed circle. My inequality sign is first, and it is pointing. My variable is first, so my inequality sign is an arrow, and it is pointing to the left. And that's an 8. It's just an ugly 8. Good job. Next we have number 3. Marcus wants to buy 5 baseballs. He has $35. What is the most each baseball can cost? Okay, it says the most. So he can spend the full $35. So he needs to spend less than or equal to that much. If he only has 35, he cannot spend 35.02. And he wants to buy 5 baseballs. I'm going to divide by 5. And when you divide 35 by 5, what do you get, Gabe Farron? Very good. B is less than or equal to 7. So the most he can pay for each baseball is $7 on my number line. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I am going to have a closed circle on 7 because that's the most I can pay. And my variables first, it points to the left, so he can pay 7, he can pay 6, he can pay 5, and so on. Just no more than 7. Alright, last one. Melinda charges $4 per hour for babysitting. Mrs. Garden does not want to spend more than $25. What is the maximum number of hours she can have Melinda babysit? So she charges $4 per hour, and this lady is not spending any more than $25. So this has to be less than or equal to $25. Divide by 4 to solve, and when you divide Mackenzie, what do you get? Very good. H is less than or equal to 6.25. So she can have her babysit for 6 1/4 hours or 6.25 hours at $4 per hour. Let's see if I can squeeze in my line graph. What if H is less than or equal to 6.25? I'm going to move my answer, and then that will give me some more space down here. Here's my line graph. $6.25, 26, 27. You also could have intervaled in nickels if you wanted. Quarters would have been okay. I probably would not have done whole dollars because you had to get $6.25 on your number line somewhere, and your intervals all must be the same. I'm going to have a closed circle. My variable is on the left. My arrow shades to the left. And my circle is also an answer. Alright, y'all did great. Work really hard on your review, and I will see you tomorrow.